series or how I'll make let us make it a topic. Conversion of raw data into series. Okay, so number first is individual series. Number second is frequency series. Let us define frequency first. It's my problem, I cannot help it. I take each and every word into consideration. Frequency is the number of times a particular element is repeating itself. C2, 4, 2, 3, 1, 2, 1, 2, 3. The frequency of 2 is 3. Okay, it is repeating itself 3 times. Okay, frequency series or individual series means which is without frequency, and frequency series, or it is also called as series with frequency. Now I don't have to talk much about it. Let us take them one by one. First is individual series. Okay, dear. So individual series is the arrangement of raw data individually without any series and etc. imparted to it. How it is imparted, how we calculate frequency, I'll tell you, but filhal the arrangement of, for a time being, the arrangement of raw data individually without frequency. This is called individual series. So we can cite an example for individual series as well. Say you have some data pertaining to anything, let us say marks. Okay, according to, let us, you have marks of different students, say roll numbers. On the basis of roll numbers we will give it, and marks. Okay, so roll number 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Roll number 1 has got 30 marks in economics, 25. Roll number 2, roll number 3, 15. Roll number 3, 30 and 25. So 30 is repeating for 2 roll numbers here, 15 is repeating here for 2 roll, but we are giving each and every roll number individually. It is marks. This type of data, raw data, which we classified, is in the basis of what? Exactly, individual series. We can arrange this data into, individual series can be arranged into, or any damn series can be converted or arranged in ascending or descending order. So how ascending and descending order can be used? See, I'll do the same thing on this very table. If I am making the ascending order, the data is in ascending order, roll numbers will be given later. First, what I'll do, I'll give marks. Okay, ascending order, that means lowest has to come first. Lowest is 15, it is roll number 3, because roll number will get up or down according to the marks. Then second is 25 to roll number 2, 25 to roll number 5, and 30 to roll number 1, and 30 to roll number 4. This is how I arranged it in an ascending order. The same damn thing can be arranged in a descending order. How? Just reverse it. Descending order, it has got a very important meaning in statistics. I know that you have learned it in LKG, but it is important in statistics. We arrange data on the basis, on certain basis. Ascending and descending is a base, and it helps in understanding certain more parameters that you will come to know. So descending order, I'll complete it in a jiffy. Roll number and marks. The reverse of it, descending means highest first, lowest then later on. So what I'll have to do, I'll come from down to up. Roll number 4, 1, 5, 2, 3. Marks are 30, 30, 25, 25 and 15. This is ascending order. Okay, this is descending order. Got it? Now next we can talk about is, you can take pauses in between, or I'll break this video into many parts. I'm completing a very particular big portion. Second thing for us is frequency series. What is frequency? Exactly the number of times a particular element is repeating itself. It is of two types. Number first, or I'll write A, discrete series or frequency array. Array, you have to learn what is array, which are also called tally bars. No, with no class interval. There is no class interval. What is class interval? I'll tell you. I have class 10 to 15. There is an interval in between the two. There is a gap in between the two. How it is calculated, I'll tell you later on. Filhal, class interval. Number second, or B, will be frequency distribution. Frequency distribution, or again tally bars, because we are going to draw them with class interval. There will be a class interval. In discrete series there will be no class interval, and in this frequency distribution there will be a class interval. What do I mean by all this is that when we say frequency distribution refers to a table in which observed values of variable are classified according to their numerical magnitude. Okay, what is this? Discrete and continuous series. Discrete series is a variable is discrete if the variable can take only some particular values, and it is continuous when the variable can take, if it can take any values in a given range. Okay, we were just talking about the discrete data and continuous data. So in constructing continuous series, we can do one thing. We can come terms like a class. Okay, for continuous series you have to learn continuous series, say 10 to 20 is your example. We have to learn a few things. Number first, we will learn what's a class. Okay, each given interval is called a class. This in itself is a class. Okay, so it is a given interval is called class. Say 0 to 5, it becomes a class. 5 to 10, it becomes one more class. But from this very class we come to know one more thing, is class limit. Okay, there must be a limit on the basis of which we can make this class. There are two limits. Class limits are of two types. Now, there are two limits. One is upper limit and other is lower limit. See, in the class 5 to 10, this is your upper limit and this is your lower limit. Lower limit, LL. Lower limit. Okay. Then one more word is class limit, class interval. Class interval. So class interval is something, this is the difference between upper limit and the lower limit. Difference between upper limit and your lower limit. What is your upper limit? 10. What is your lower limit? 5. So 10 minus 5 is equal to 5 is your class interval. The difference in between the two. So this is class interval. One more thing is range. It is almost the same thing. Range. Okay. So when we say range, it is difference between upper limit, I said no, it is same, lower limit. Okay. But what is important of all these terms which you will be using rigorously in the coming classes is this midpoint. Okay. Or it is also called as mid value. Midpoint or mid value is equal to your upper limit minus lower limit divided by 2. In our above example of 10 to 5 to 10 class, our upper limit is 10, our lower limit is 5, divided by 2 is equal to 10, minus 5 is 5 by 2 is equal to 2.5. This is our midpoint of the class 5 to 10. And one more term is frequency. Okay, I have already explained it. The number of items or observations falling in a particular class, or a number of times a particular element is repeating. In the language of class, the number of, I'll write it, number of items means observations falling within a particular class. Okay. Say I have a class of 10 to 20 and its frequency is, let us say, 3. That means there are 3 items or observations falling in this very particular class. Got it? So after we are done with all these very things, one important most thing is to understand series and its types.